You're listening to the Classic Gamers Guild podcast.
This makes my nipples hard.
Hey there. Today on the show we are doing an adventure game vibe check. No, wait, don't turn it off. This is way more fun than you think it's going to be. I swear to you, what adventure game fits your mood? And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what fits each vibe for us, and then we're going to throw out real, actual recommendations that you can take home and try in your very own computer. And some of these games might not be made by Sierra or LucasArts.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, we are totally not out of ideas, you guys. We got this. Look. You can do over 200 episodes of a niche genre of classic games and still keep going. We are, in all seriousness, going to be playing some games in the next few months and bringing you guys some more reviews of the blind spots, I guess you could say, in our arsenal. We were just talking, before getting on air, there's a lot of, pretty big adventure games that we haven't, one of the two of us or both of us haven't played and thus haven't been able to cover or integrate into other episodes, things like, Broken Sword and Beneath the Steel Sky and other non-Revolution Studios games. And anyway, we are self-aware, and we're going to be playing some new games and bringing you some fresh material. But until then, here's a weird episode called Vibe Something.
It's absolutely not a top 10 list, but we absolutely have picked our favorite in 10 categories.
There is 10 categories. Yeah. I was thinking before we started, we should have done 9 just so that there wasn't fucking... That's okay. That's all right. Yeah, this is totally not a top 10 list of 10 different things.
It's not at all.
Oh, okay. Here's something though. So I guess Anna and I were both feeling this without even communicating to each other about it, because as we got together here on air, I guess we'll just say, before the episode, we came to the conclusion that we had both independently, without communicating, had come up with a more diverse list than usual. So hopefully this won't be, let's say, the usual. I even okay, some of the layout here is going to be we got 10 vibes for you, right? For example, the first vibe is going to be what's your go-to for something cozy, like a comfort food sort of game? So what we're going to do is we're going to give you our pick, and then we're going to give you a recommendation, as Anna kind of already covered. And the whole point of that was so that I could satisfy my inner child, because I want to pick what I want to pick, and I still just want you guys to know that I picked that. But then also maybe we could step outside of the usual things that we always say and actually bring in some fresh material. And so that's what we're going to do today.
Fresh meat.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, our first pick, going right out of the box here, you would have no clue, for a cozy comfort food game for me, King's Quest IV. Yeah, no shocker. I know. You're like, what? No, I did not think you were going to go in this direction at all.
It's going to get fresh, guys. You'll see. We're going to...
Sometimes it's just nice to go back to a game that you know so well you don't even need to think about what you're doing. I can follow the plot with this game. I know exactly what to do and where to go. I know exactly what's going to happen. Outside of a random bug that I might find, I'm not going to get any surprises. I know what's going to happen when I find the golden ball. I know where I'm going to take it. I know what happens when the night falls. I know what happens if I use the shovel too many times. And to me, that is a comforting thing. It's like a routine. It's like rocking back and forth or sucking your thumb or any of the comfort things some of us might do when we just don't want to think about anything other than that and go back to that place when we're safe. So yeah, just go back, find your comfort food pick and go back to a game and a place that's made you happy in the past before. Something that maybe takes you back to a certain memory, when you graduated or when you met your best friend and the first person you ever played an adventure game with. And that's probably a good comfort food for you. Otherwise, farming sims are always pretty chill. Stardew Valley, if you don't get too obsessive about collecting. There's a game that I've never played, but I want to play. And researching in this episode, I thought you might want to play it. And it's called A Night in the Woods. And you get to be a cat. and it's an adventure game, and there's lots of characters, and it's a really cute, like artistically, if you just Google it, it's visually a very aesthetically appealing game, but it is very much in a modern style as well. Big heads, kind of like, what is it called? Anthropomorphic characters. Yes, animals that are walking and acting as humans. So check it out. I think it's really cute. It's really fun, and it's got like Guitar Hero type games in it and stuff. When I was just checking out the demo.
I want to go back a few minutes. I should have interjected then. That happens a lot when we do these episodes. Like I wrestle with whether or not it's worth the interruption. And then usually like I don't, and then it's way too long because it's like a joke and it would only work, whatever. And then I force it because I don't want to let go of my stupid joke. And so that's what's about to happen here. You had said to comfort yourselves to rock back and forth. And I just wanted to applaud you on coming up with such an immediately unhinged visual of a grown-ass person. Like, that's how I comfort myself, just rocking back and forth.
Exactly. While playing King's Quest 4.
Right,
I mean, throw 2 in at once, and I mean, or maybe, you know what, maybe your comfort is drinking a Pepsi and eating some Doritos while you're playing a game. Maybe that's your happy place. I don't know. Like, maybe it's curling up on the couch with a friend and digitally playing a game, or putting it up on the big screen with other people around that want to watch it and watch you play. Like, I bet there's so many cozy comfort food ways to play a game that just makes a person happy. I think that's the fun thing about it, because you can get those super soft blankets now, and your slippers, and maybe get your Snuggie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Put the laptop up, or put it on the big TV, or even play a comfort cozy game on your phone, like pick up Lucy Dreaming or some modern adventure game and just throw it on your phone and give it a go and have fun with that. I think that's the fun side of gaming.
Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you such a stiff response. All I wanted to say the whole time was like maybe to comfort yourself. Look, I don't think I want to say it. I regret even opening the door. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say it. This is a highbrow episode, I decided. And
you've got this. Yeah,
there's no need to bring up penetrating yourself at a time like this. So, my comfort choice, or whatever, cozy something, is Gabriel Knight 1. Mm-hmm. And I credit a lot of this to Robert Holmes' soundtrack. It's the coziest soundtrack. I don't know, St. George's Bookshop. Okay, first of all, we talked a big talk about giving fresh material for this episode, and then we screwed ourselves accidentally by starting with cozy, because a cozy comfort food game implies some sort of, like, you know, something that's known and familiar and nostalgic potentially, and so anyway, like you can't escape nostalgia in a category such as comfort food, right? The whole point of this category is, like, you know, the go-to movie that you put on when you've had a long day and you don't want to think and you just want to be comforted. So anyway, it's Gabriel Knight 1 because I really like the soundtrack, the whole vibe in the bookstore, the banter with Grace and Gabriel. It's just the coziest.
It's all smirky banter.
It is, yeah, it is. It is very smirky banter. And then my suggestion or my recommendation, so if you're looking for a cozy vibe, I would say play Unavowed by Wajidai. Unavowed is, I don't know. When I think back to when I played the game, I just feel cozy. My memories of it. There's definitely, like, weather plays an effect, like, you know, snow, rain sort of vibes going on. There's something about, I don't know, something about New York City that's like, or city-based games that can be kind of cozy.
I need to play that, don't I? I've never played it yet.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Add to the list, because I would love to do an episode on that with you.
I'll put it on the
Unavowed
list.
is like, it's, man, you all know how much I love Thimbleweed Park, and Unavowed is like not far behind Thimbleweed as far as how much I liked it. But yeah, if you're looking for a totally cozy vibe, I would say to play Unavowed.
Nice. See, we've moved into Wajidai territory. This is great. This is great. This is exactly what you all want, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I hear them saying yes right now. I can, yeah.
If we just keep saying it's great, that actually makes it great.
It does, absolutely. Everybody will agree with us. Or at least everybody that didn't turn it off.
We picked that one up around episode 140. We're like, yeah, just tell them it's great. And they'll be like, oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize I liked it.
So our
Okay.
next category is spooky but inviting. And this is where I'm going to say, obviously, the Phantom Fellows, right? It is
ew.
spooky, it's ghosty, but it's also like cute and funny and quirky and has stories and love and all of the rest. You've got your warmth and friendships and human moments and ghost moments. But the writing also makes it really inviting because it's so much like banter and just having a conversation that it's going to bring you in. So I'm gonna recommend that. That's my
Nice.
pick for me. That's my pick for you. And as a secondary, because I eventually want to talk about it on the pod, check out the Blackwell series. Right back to the Wadjadai games, but it's a great series. The games all run together. I've talked about it a few times. It's quirky, it's funny, it's dark, it's deep, it's interesting, it's out in the sky and esoteric and weird and wild, and I still have to finish the last one. So if you start on it now and I start finishing the last one now, we might all get finished at the same time and we can all talk about it together.
Yeah, exactly. We will do an episode on it too, and I'll watch some YouTube recaps to remind myself of the whole experience.
And I think it's inviting because really at the heart of the Blackwell series is helping people to move on.
Right.
Yeah, that's like the heart of it all. It's bringing you in. It's getting people at rest, you know. And it's not super stressfully hard. Like the puzzles aren't ridiculous in it either. You can really figure most of this out on your own.
Oh yeah, I wanted to give you guys like brief summaries of each of the games too. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe we'll start that now. There's no need to go back. We're looking forward here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry.
here, going back, I did A Night of the Woods was an adventure game focused on exploration, story, and characters, featuring dozens of characters to meet and lots to do across a lush, vibrant world. You're a cat. That was my description.
You're a cat. I like the ending. That was
In
abrupt.
capitals.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt yelled at when you said that part.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Gabriel Knight 1 is, you're a struggling New Orleans writer and you begin investigating a string of voodoo-related murders, only to uncover that a legacy is tied to his own family. Sorry, this just shifted I'm having a stroke. What am I trying to say?
It's okay.
Perspectives. Wow. Man, again, they're a motherfucker. Anyway, Gabriel Knight is sultry. It's literary. It's funny. It's haunted, and it's a bloody mystery that really pulls out Gabriel's lazy charm and genuine purpose. There. No, do we feel like we just read the back of its book?
I think so.
Okay, fantastic. Unavowed.
Yeah.
After a year of demonic possession, you wake up to find your life ruined and your body used for terrible things. Wow.
Sounds hot.
Man, taken in by a secret order that protects New York from supernatural threats, you begin rebuilding yourself one case, one choice, and one strange companion at a time.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun. It doesn't
Phantom-
sound cozy, but it's pretty,
No,
you'll
it's
see.
cozy.
It actually couldn't sound less cozy than it just did, but it even had great vibes in the thing. That's not cozy, but okay, all right, whatever. We're on to spooky now. And I guess, is it my choices for spooky?
It will be, but I have to now describe that the Phantom Fellows is about two best friends that run a detective agency together, although one of them is already dead.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop doing that. Yeah, you get two. It's
The limit has been
diminishing
reached.
returns from here on out. Yeah.
So yes, you're spooky but inviting.
Okay, my pick is Enclosure.
Right.
Love Enclosure. This podcast disproportionately represents Enclosure. We've done 2 episodes on it.
True.
Because of reasons. Pretty good ones, I think. And anyway, Enclosure, okay, so Enclosure is I'd like to consider it Sierra's long-lost spooky game. I mean, it's not
It looks
not
like
made by
Gold Rush
Sierra.
or early King's Quest or whatever.
Exactly. It's AGI, I think it was called Fimo Duo. It was the name of the developers, and they've actually wrote and script wise, everything wise. Okay, hold on, let me back up. The game is in AGI, like actual Sierra AGI, which is very cool because then you can play it in DOS because it was literally written for the AGI engine, and it almost reminds me like if Sierra had an AGI scary game spooky game that they were working on, and it's never really got finished. The game is finished, but it lacks a little bit of like polish because it's just a dude or two making it or whatever. And in
It
its
is
defense,
3D now.
right? Yeah, in the 3D version. Okay, so Enclosure is like a small group is trapped into an Antarctic research station where something strange and deadly has already begun to unfold. It's a compact, old-school horror adventure full of isolation, paranoia, and snowy dread. And actually, those last three words are carrying a lot of this weight here, because it does give you a feeling of isolation, like you're snowed in the Antarctic. Your helicopter goes down landing, essentially. Like, you're stuck. There's a bit of paranoia. Like, there's some some fuckery going on, some tomfoolery. You're not sure if it's like one of the people that you're in there with is playing a trick on you, or if there's actually something supernatural. And so, yeah, it's spooky and it's fun, and I liked it. So the recommendation, if you haven't played Enclosure, then because I would recommend that too. But my recommendation is a game called The Long Reach. And Anna and I
I've
played
heard
this.
of that. Yeah. I've played it even.
Yeah, well, in your defense, dude, this is crazy. We did that in 2019.
What?
Yeah, 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's insane.
We've been doing this podcast since 2018.
Can't even believe I've known you that long. That's just
it's
crazy.
wild.
It feels like 30 seconds.
So we did, and also in your defense, I could not for the life of me find the name of this game. I had to go to our own website and scroll just all the way down.
Forever and ever.
Yeah,
and ever.
it took like 26 minutes to get to the bottom of it, and and finally found the name The Long Reach. And okay, you remember at the time, like I was enamored with this game, and it's where I made you and our co-host Rick at the time play it for a Halloween episode, and like I was super stoked about it. Giving it rave reviews. I don't remember.
I was so proud to play it. I'm like, Paul's gonna be so happy that I'm playing this game. He's gonna be so happy.
And I was, and I was looking back at screenshots of it, and this is the. So I just paused to think. Like I hadn't mentioned this to Anna pre-episode or anything like that, but this is like the actual origin of the visual art perspective that Phantom Fellows uses, and that is commonly attributed with Darkside. Like, but it actually came here first, and it really.
Right.
I'm wondering how much that really stuck with me, because I fucking loved this game. Like, especially that it's got the chunky pixels, it's got the lighting effects. It did everything first. It really did. And it begs some questions, let's just say. But I thought that was revealing seeing that. I was like, oh my God, is this why I liked it so much? It's like the same resolution. It's got the lighting effects and the contrast, and it's got the same perspective. Where when I say perspective to those possibly wondering, it's like you don't, as within Phantom Fellows, you don't ever see the top of anything.
No.
So it's almost, I always imagine it like you're in a theater watching a stage play, like how the stage is up at eye level. You never see you don't really see, unless you're on the balcony, you want to be a pedantic dick, he says to himself. But you don't typically see the floor, right? You don't see the tops of things. It's all just, anyway. So this game has that same perspective. Very Phantom Fellow in that sense too, where it's super chunky, but it has higher resolution lighting effects to create the kind of cool dreamlike dreamlike visual, and wasn't even close to stance. Like, well, I don't know how that snuck out, but anyway, it's a scientific research experiment that goes horribly wrong in a small American town, which is exotic to Anna because that's not her country.
No.
It turns ordinary people into nightmares and reality into something unstable. Whoa. I like stability, so that sounds frightening.
That does sound frightening. I like a little bit of routine.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You move through the aftermath trying to understand what happened while the game keeps tightening its grip.
Ooh.
Yeah. Metaphoric.
It feels good, game.
Grip.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Very good. I appreciate you sexualizing all these summaries. That's great.
Just me today. I'm sorry.
It's a really good game. It's fun. It's fun. I'm just gonna stop there. I've got my hands like dramatically out in the air right now, and they're doing like a weird, I'm puppeting a marionette. Like I'm about to really lay into it. Let's just not.
Let's just
play
not.
it or don't. Next,
Okay.
Detective Noir. What you got?
Yes. So my first pick on this one, that for me personally, when I think a detective game, for me, is Under a Killing Moon, because wait, hang on. what is the game about? It follows a private detective, you're Tex Murphy, and you're in a post-apocalyptic San Francisco, and there's this missing case. There's a statuette and a conspiracy. You've got like the Brotherhood of Purity, a hidden moon base, and like a deadly virus aimed at mutants and humans. The characters are hilarious. And, you've got a trench coat, dry jokes, Space Quest kind of energy, but it's also like super sci-fi as you're playing through it. So for me, when I think detective and FMV, that's kind of, it really sold that interactive movie feeling from the 1990s, but it's also quite charming. It does take itself seriously for what it is. But that's not my recommendation for you, because the instruction manual alone is exceptionally intimidating. And on this list, I don't want to scare you away. So I would like you to try a game along with me, because I've only played the demo of this game, but I've heard so many good things about it. So that's Hobbs Barrow. And it's
nice.
a Victorian what is it? Antiquary?
Antiquated?
That guy. No, antiquary, like a guy. That's what he is. So anyways, he's investigating a missing man, hostile villagers, and a buried secret beneath a cursed English barrow. And it's a beautiful looking game. It looks dark, but it also looks really interesting. And I know it's got that whole, I love the Victorian detective vibe that's going. So I need to finish the game, and y'all need to get a copy and play the game.
Yeah, I really do. I mean, I have a copy, but I really, that was the one new game I was supposed to play last year. I just say, yeah. Maybe, again, if we assign it as a podcast episode, then it'll actually get played. So maybe that'll have to be in the queue as well. Good shout. What was the first thing you said? God, I already forgot it. Oh, text,
Under
whatever.
a killing moon. So, like, he's a detective, but he's also like, he's almost got an Inspector Gadget vibe thing going. Like, he always just kind of like messes things up a little bit.
You're right not to recommend that, in the sense that isn't there something like inherently gatekeepy about FMV games? Like, something about looking at, I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to be like hardcore railroaded the whole time.
This is a good one. This is the first and only FMV game I had played until like 6 years ago.
Yeah, I don't remember it. I technically played it, so I get to say that I've played it, but in real reality, I have no idea.
There's actors you'd recognize from like TV shows and stuff. And James Earl Jones does music in it and stuff. He's even, I think,
he's from the AT&T commercials.
Yeah, that guy with the voice.
Yeah.
Nice voice. Yeah.
Man, remember Yellow Books? That was wild.
Yeah. That was, you
we
guys,
all got
we
like
had
a
Yellow
quarter
Pages.
of a tree delivered to us like several times a year. It was so unnecessary.
Actually, we called them phone books, and they'd have white pages, blue pages, and yellow pages. So the blue pages were government, the white pages were local phone numbers, and the yellow pages were the ads and the businesses.
What about the people?
That was the white pages.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
There was only 3, but I struggled to track them.
That's a lot. But they were like massive, and I live on a small island. It was like, there's not the reason for it to be that big. But I miss them a little bit. They'd even have coupons like Cosmos Pizza 2 for 1. Use this coupon.
Yeah. Man, you're making me nostalgic for coupons even.
Yeah, right? That was a whole thing. Instead of like, here's your digital code.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, digital code. This can't put that in my wallet.
I don't think I ever clipped out and used a coupon, and now it's too late.
No, it's too late. You missed it. It's like you pop in your cassette tape after you're done coupon clipping.
Yeah. With, the headphones that have like the yellow sponge.
Yeah.
Foamy sponge covers.
It's nothing like it.
Man.
Getting a new one and like taking off the old one and putting the new one on.
They probably sound like shit.
Yeah. But we didn't notice at the time. Because earbuds back then were horrible. Remember what earbuds used to be like back then? You did not want to shove those things in your ears. They were not comfortable.
Yeah, you had to spit on them first just to get them in there.
Lube it up a bit. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
What are we doing? What are we?
Right. So, storybook. No, wait. You still have to do your pick of detective noir.
Okay. It's obviously Blade Runner.
Okay.
See, this was the whole point of having 2 of those. I get to indulge myself on the one that a lot of you would have seen coming. But I'm still going to give a dramatic back of the book reading here in a rain-soaked
This is going to be a
future.
short episode, but technically we're talking about 20 games.
Yeah, it doesn't seem...
No, wait. More of 40 games, because we each have 10, and each of our 10 have 2 in each of them. which means we're actually talking about 40 different games this episode,
Jesus
which is
Christ.
why it's a longer episode. Because I'm like, this isn't shorter.
Yeah. See, I was told there'd be no math, so I didn't even know any of this.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, it's not short. It's been 20
No.
minutes, and we're still
Yeah.
on like number 3. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
should we get a hurry up here? I don't know if we know how to do that.
I don't know. We just have to keep going now. We're
that's fair.
gonna try. This is what we do. We
Yeah.
just trudge on mercilessly, and people can either
Right,
trudge
yeah,
with
yeah.
us or not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's so well put. Okay, in a rain-soaked future Los Angeles, can I do the Sunday voice?
Please.
Like the inner world voice? No, I mean like,
Yes.
can I? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I
Oh.
can do it. Let's give it a go. A scientific? Nope, I don't feel serious enough to do something like that right now.
Scientific adventure.
Oh, that's not even the right game. Okay, all right. We're gonna regroup here, people. We got this.
Okay, you got this.
Just gonna read it so normally. A rain-soaked. Now I forgot what I sound like. Do I sound rain-soaked Los Angeles? Like that's not me. Okay, look, it's Blade Runner. It doesn't matter. It's Blade Runner. If you don't know what Blade Runner is, then honestly,
Probably
shame
do
on
a
you.
Google.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. like a father would be. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not
Stern
mad.
look.
Yeah, it's just like wow. Okay.
Fair.
So that's that. And then my suggestion. I blame you, Anna. I just went to say sexgestion, like because you've what have you
Totally
been
my
doing?
fault.
Yeah. But techno babble. I have 3 here. This is why I'm getting so flustered right now. I don't think I was supposed to say Blade Runner because I was like, no, you say that all the time. So what I was supposed to pick was Techno Babylon.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to read this one. I'm just going to read it. It doesn't matter what I sound like, everyone. Okay, in a future city ruled by surveillance, genetic engineering, and addictive virtual reality, 3 lives collide around a conspiracy that reaches into the machinery of power itself. It's cyberpunk detective fiction with murder scenes, memory, identity, and technology all tangled together. That's literally what the back of the box says if you were to go to Blockbuster and try to check it out.
Yes.
Techno Babylon is really good. I don't think it's
was great.
underrated, but it's just so good. There's so many adventure games are just so fly by night right now that something that was like a big deal in 2017 is totally forgotten about now, and it's just like if y'all haven't played Techno Babylon, you should play it. It's so good. Best integration of puzzles that I think I've ever seen. The Shiva was my recommendation. Oy vey, the Shiva, you gotta play it, especially to all my Hebes out there. I mean, there's a Jewish adventure game. It's really short. For a year or two, I was
So
playing it with
short.
my son on Hanukkah, just to try to make that a thing. A weary rabbi inherits money from a former member of his congregation and begins investigating whether the gift hides something darker. It's short. It's a short, sharp moral mystery about faith, guilt, suspicion, and what it means to seek truth without losing your soul.
It's a very addictive little game, actually. It's quite good. And it really set, I think, David said, on his path of more adventure games after that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the origin story of Why Did I too. You can see it happen in real life. It's really good and play. You don't have to be a Jew. It's not.
No.
It's
Not
very
mandatory.
Jewy. I mean, it's literally about a rabbi, so it's a super Jewish game. But play it or don't. Do whatever you want to do.
I'm not going to force you. It's
Yeah.
okay. I will make you eat dinner, but that's it. Okay.
All right, number 4, storybook vibe, fairy tale vibe. What do you got?
Right. I should have numbered these this time, but I was like, I've had enough of numbers today, so I left them out on purpose. I may regret it.
Okay.
Okay. Storybook fairy tale. Well, my pick is right away. I'm going to go into King's Quest VII because it's an obvious fairy tale choice. It's the Princeless Bride. So you've got Queen Valenice and Princess Rosella, who you might have met before, and they're pulled into the magical land of Eldritch, where they must reunite, undo a dangerous enchantment, and stop the Troll Queen militia. So the King's Quest series as a whole is technically my choice. The whole series is a fairy tale adventure. It's a royal family of Daventry. It's a big saga. You've got King Graham and the Queen and Rosella and Alexander and, well, later Connor. And you're going to be solving quests through magic and folklore and danger and puzzles and storybook worlds. So it definitely goes there in a big way, I would say. But do you have something to say about
No,
that?
nothing useful. I was just going to say, sorry, my son just came in the door like Kramer. He doesn't. I forget. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that reference.
He doesn't get the reference.
But yeah, no. Anyway, you said something about one of the King's Quest, probably.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And then my recommendation, this is another one for me and you, because I really want to try this game. And I've just got it and I haven't dug in yet. But it's called Roki. And it's a beautiful little, very, I think, storybook style animated adventure game. And it's set in the snowy wilderness. And as Tove, you get to explore an uncharted world of hidden legends and forgotten monsters.
Nice.
You get to solve puzzles, collect curiosities, and uncover a tale of tragic loss as you chart your path to redemption. So very, very storybook fairy tale like. And I think it's a very pretty game. And it's got really great reviews on Steam. I think it's a British studio that put it together, Polygon Treehouse. So check it out. You can get it on PlayStation 5 and 4 and the Nintendo Switch and the PC. So it's everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good pitch. Cool. So storybooks, fairy tales, right? Okay. I'm recommending Loom or King's Quest 4. I forgot which one I crossed out because it's a digital note and you can't really cross things out. It was a mental striking out that I done earlier. I guess we'll go with Loom because Anna said stuff about King's Quest 4. So Loom is look. This was a hard one, the storybook one for me because I mean, it's not hard in the sense of just pick any King's Quest game, but other than that, it's hard. I'm gonna change it up completely because I don't feel like talking about Loom or King's Quest or whatever. I'm gonna pick Mixed Up Mother Goose played with your kid.
Aww.
Because that was a really good memory and. I don't, for something like Sarah Kelly pops to mind right now. Like anybody that has kids in that age realm where you know, I don't know, what would you say, like under 7, I guess, under 8, somewhere around there is probably the cutoff when this gets pretty corny, even for the kid. But like you know, if you have a kid like under 8 years old, like and just want to like drag them through loading up a game in DOS and forcing them to enjoy themselves, this is a good way to indoctrinate your children with adventure games. Play Mixed Up Mother Goose with them. I'm not going to say what it's about because it doesn't. It's about all the things. Fairy tales. Yeah. Okay, I actually like my suggestion. My suggestion is play A Twisted Tale by Eva. She put this game out. Well, it's the first in a bunch of Twisted Tales, let's say, but it's really good. This one is officially underrated, right? It's been under the radar in general, and I had a really good time with it. There's hot spots everywhere, and that's my whole thing, man. It was so much fun to explore and get responses to everything I clicked on. It's got a bunch of cool characters and absolutely gorgeous art, phenomenal art. So it's fun to look at and it's fun to explore, and so you should play Twisted Tale.
Cool.
Okay, next we got sci-fi.
Sci-fi or like a loneliness vibe going. So my immediate pick is probably the loneliest sci-fi game I've played, which is I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
I picked that too. Okay.
Did you?
Yeah.
I had a feeling. It follows 5 humans. They're kept alive and tortured by Am, who is this sort of all-knowing entity. It's a supercomputer that has destroyed all of humanity. So each of the characters is forced through a psychological trial built around their past, like sins, traumas, guilt. And the game explores whether they can resist Am, redeem themselves, or even end its control. And in the meantime, you have to do a lot of choosing between a hard choice and a hard choice, or a horrible choice and a horrible choice. Like the redemption in this game does not always come from the best of deeds. So it really is very, very lonely.
Harrowing.
And some of the decisions you have to make are very lonely. Now, funny enough, my actual pick for you to try is the same as one of your picks in another one, and that is Techno Babylon. I felt it had that sci-fi feeling, obviously, the lonely future feeling, people living through tech and memory and screens and systems and false closeness. There was all of those themes there. I don't need to run through the what it's all about again, but just know it wasn't good. You know, people are getting killed and there's neural implants and there's trance addicts and there's some really interesting characters in this game. So check it out.
Man, false closeness. That was what a deeply sad thought that you just planted in all of our heads. Yeah.
And that's that whole theme running through the game, of loss and regret, and oh my God, and there's feels right at the end of the game. There's feels.
I did feel feelings. Yeah.
Yeah, definite feels.
Okay, well, yeah, you covered. I have No Mouth and I Must Scream. It is a short story by Harlan Ellison, like a pretty
You read it
well-known
first
short story.
because it kind of continues on the story and adds to it. Harlan Ellison was involved in the story. Obviously, he wrote it and the game itself and the plot, so they really go together and make you think.
That's right. I think Harlan had said that because he was very hands-on with the game, which is very cool, because it's usually not that way. Let's say,
No.
like and if they're hands-on, like if they're involved, they're usually just like they checked in 3 times in the development period. But this was different. He was actually very hands-on with it, and I think he said the game is the extended version of the book.
It really, really is. It gives what's in the book, but more expands, because the book doesn't give any of that extra. I mean, it is straight up a story. They all get together, they go up against Ammon, and then it leaves you at the end of it with like this hole in your heart. So you need to play the game to comfort yourself to what the story does, but at the same time, put a few new holes in your heart.
Nice. Wow. I'm going to read the summary to it and then say one thing about it, and we'll move on. So, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is about a hateful supercomputer that has destroyed humanity except for 5 tortured survivors, each trapped in a personalized nightmare. It's bleak. Man, it is really bleak. It's a philosophical sci-fi horror about guilt, cruelty, endurance, and whether humanity can still mean anything at the end of the world. You feel off for a day or two after you finish playing it, right?
Yeah.
So like I wouldn't prescribe this lightly, but man, at the same
Which button
time,
are you gonna push, man?
right? At the same time, it's not easy to get an experience like that, right? Like it takes some pretty precise craftsmanship on the writers and development side to actually affect you to that degree. So I don't know, it's pretty cool to be transported to exactly where they meant you to be transported. And the only other thing I want to say is that the art that influenced like the cover of the book and the end scene in the game, if you know sort of thing, really reminds me of Hieronymus Bosch. Bosch. Ugh, it's hard to say either of those, first or last name, but for those who know sort of thing too. It strikes the exact same chord of just like deeply off-putting. It's not horror for the sake of horror. It's not even really necessarily shocking. It's more like you fall into it and start to feel more and more uneasy.
Yeah, like, do you want to combine like veins with like people and flowers and like it's wild because I mean tell people his time period, because this isn't some recent artist. It's like this stuff's like 500 years old.
Yeah, God, okay. That's a really good question. Hieronymus Bosch, when would he, like, the Garden of Earthly Delights, by the way, would be, if anybody is not driving and wanted to Google real quick, that's his most famous work of art. And it's, again, you want to spend a few minutes with it, right? Because if you just glance at it real quick, you'll be very unsatisfied with me trying to talk it up as being all the things I'm saying. Because on the surface, it's just like, it's just like an old-ass looking painting. But no, it's really trippy. And then, Anna, to answer your question, it was the early 1500s.
Exactly. I said like 500 years ago. And on top of that, I would say a hugely influential on artists like Mark Ryden in the future.
Ooh, nice shout. Yeah. Ah, damn, I wasn't supposed to say nice shout this episode. But it was.
That a rule?
That's how good
Maybe
it was.
I'm not supposed to say I mean. You know. Oh, wait.
Like, okay, where are we at? Loneliness. Here's my recommendation is, because I can't in good faith recommend you play. I know Mouth Must Scream.
I don't want to make you cry, fam.
Right. But what I would recommend is Gemini Rue. Gemini Rue is it's actually the perfect, if I do say so myself, it is the perfect pick for this because it is sci-fi and it is lonely. It's about a former assassin who's searching for his missing brother in a grim cyberpunk future, while another man tries to escape a mysterious rehabilitation facility.
I haven't played that either, have I?
No, it's Wajidai. It's really, really good. I don't think it's that long either.
Okay,
I'll
put that on the list
range.
Too. We're making a list as we do this episode of games we're both willing to play.
Too.
Yeah, for sure. We've been naughty.
Man, I can't. I don't even know if she sees it anymore. All right. Anyway, you're playing as these two people. One, one's looking for his missing brother. The other is in a mysterious rehabilitation facility. Their stories slowly converge into a noir-tinged tale of memory, identity, and human being reduced to their systems. It's really good. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not like totally isolated, but I guess that's not the same word as lonely. Damn it! So it is still lonely. It doesn't have to be isolated to be lonely. Anyway, number 6, chaotic.
Right. So my pick for chaotic is definitely Darkseed, the first and second game, although honorable mention to Harvester that I've just started playing now because it is the most crazily chaotic, but Darkseed because of the art. It's all H.R. Giger's art throughout the whole game, and it's just wild. It's like veins and anthropomorphic organisms and things. So this game follows Mike Dawson, who is one of the least engaging and oddest protagonists ever. He's a writer, and he moves into this like weird place, this mansion in the first one, and discovers that aliens from the dark world have implanted an embryo in his brain. So now in the game, a lot of the puzzles are moving between your world and the puzzle world underneath it, which is in opposite relation to the real world. So what you do in the real world in some weird way affects the opposite world. And then the second game just goes deeper into the idea of Mike's mental health and his relationship with the psychologist and the people within the town. And it almost starts like benign, like nothing's going on, and it gets weirder and weirder and weirder. And he's also kind of a dick to his mom, but that's, I guess, a kind of a thing in the day. So, and Harvester, like I said, it is just unhinged freaking madness, but it is racist, it is sexist, it is all of the ists. And if you want that, give it a go. I'm playing it with Nalani, and I'm having an absolute blast with it. But neither of those are my recommendations for you. Have you played Harvester or Darkseed?
No, I haven't. You just made me think of I had a friend growing up that was a dick to his mom, and I hated going to his house because of it. It was so uncomfortable. He'd be like, "Shut up,
awkward,
Mom!"
right?
Like it was just it was such a, and she was so spineless about it. It was just such a tough watch all around. Yeah. She was like really high up in Campbell's soup.
Oh,
Sorry,
wow.
soup.
Yeah,
I
she'd
hadn't
make a
swallowed in
good
a
bowl
while.
of soup. You be nice to a lady who's willing to make you a bowl of soup, or even run a company about it for you.
Yeah, that's great advice. Yeah, honestly, I'll just take the soup. You don't even
Yeah.
need to stress the C-suite stuff. But
Okay, I'm going to take a side note here. Now, this is from when I was a teenager, but occasionally when I really need a comfort food, and I can put this back to the first game, and y'all can decide if this is disgusting, go ahead. But you take tomato soup, the can of Campbell's tomato soup, and you mix it with a can of milk and a little bit, half a can of water, and you put in a pack of good kind of Mr. Noodles like Sapporo Ichiban and the flavoring packet, and you cook it on low until it's soft. It takes longer, not 3 minutes, it's closer to 15 or 20 because the soup takes longer to absorb. And then
you lost me
put
there,
it-
by the way. I'm just saying.
It's okay. I've got them. And then you take it aside and you put shredded cheese on top and you share it with a friend. That is like teenage comfort food right there. It would kill me heartburn-wise now, I'm sure, if I ate a big bowl of it, but my God, does that bring me back. So y'all can have that. But what?
It's too much effort for comfort. That's so many steps. It's so many steps. You got to get soup out of a can,
Yeah.
and then you got to add milk, and then you add a little water for some
a whole
reason.
thing.
Then you
Yeah.
got to get the spice from like a cup of noodles. Leave the noodles, I guess. Just take the spice, and
No,
then
all of it together.
oh, the noodles are in there.
Everything's in there together.
All right, I'm coming back on board then.
Yeah. You just throw everything in a pot and just leave it, and then shred cheese at the end.
the little Italian side of me is kind of back in with on the pasta basis, but still,
Throw some oregano on if you want to go Italian. Maybe a bit of parm.
I'd probably just have a cheesesteak. Like
Yeah.
Honestly.
So my recommendation for you for the most chaotic game is Toonstruck, because that game is chaotic as heck. And this game follows Drew Blank, who is actually Christopher Lloyd, like actually him, but in a cartoon world. So he's an animator that's pulled into his own animated world, like, whoa. And then he teams up with Flux Wildly, who's like this purple alien-looking dude, to stop Count Nefarious from using the Malevolator to turn the cute cartoon lands into dark, twisted versions of themselves. And like Babs Bunny is in it. There's some voices from The Simpsons. It's Virgin Entertainment that made this game. They spent a ridiculous ridiculous amount of money on it because they thought it was going to be the apex of everything in future entertainment. So it has a lot of production value. The game entirely changes halfway through and becomes like this weird malevolated version. So it gets kind of like nasty and adult-like, and it's really great. Technically, it's unfinished, as I've said before on the pod. They did put in more footage, but it's apparently been lost. But play it anyways. It is a piece of chaotic history.
This is the game with the cow, the BDSM cow, and
That's
I
the one.
just wanted to lend some sort of catharsis to our listeners, especially those who don't read the notes or the episode description. An episode or two ago, this came up, and I've repeatedly kept saying BDM. Like the whole episode, I said it like 5 times instead of BDSM. I don't know why.
I should have corrected you.
I just kept doing it. It wasn't like one slip up. Like I don't know if I was like something about.
Sounds like a type of music, like
EDM. Exactly.
EDM.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm sorry because I'm sure at least like 5 listeners were just like you had to have yelled at some point like dude. Why you keep saying it wrong? Is that?
Do you not like the S part of the BDSM? Right. Like, what is wrong with the S part?
You can't have the M without the S. Is the thing.
No,
like you really.
They all go together, man.
Yeah, you really. Anyway, I also picked Toonstruck because it's peak.
Wow.
It is peak chaos. Yeah.
It is.
I mean, again, there's a BDSM cow like for some reason. Just, like, it's not even for good reason. That's different. That's where chaos comes in. When there's a BDSM cow for no reason, you're in the midst of something oddly chaotic. I had crossed out Sam and Max to put Toonstruck, so I guess I could fall back on Sam and Max because Max is very, very chaotic. That whole game's pretty damn chaotic because it really tries to embody the spirit of like Saturday morning cartoons. Well, I shouldn't say it's trying to do that, right? It was happening like in live time with Saturday morning cartoons, but it has that vibe, that Animaniacs kind of chaos. But whatever, I picked one of those two, and then my recommendation is The Neverhood, because The Neverhood is not as chaotic as those two, I don't think, but it's confusing and chaotic. It's a different brand of chaos. It's a what the hell is going on sort of chaos.
I apologize. There are people mowing the lawn outside my house.
It sounds
right
like there's
now,
a boat pulling into the dock.
It does. It won't be for very long because there's not a lot of grass, but it's my neighbor, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh my God! I thought you'd be broadcasting from like a siren's rock, and all of a sudden here comes a boat in the fog of night.
I'm broadcasting from the Victoria International Airport.
Coming here live from a rock in the sea, luring sailors to their death. Oh, man. That's why I don't go to the beach anymore.
No, a good idea. So, okay, we are going to move on to
please.
Beautiful.
God.
So, my pick for Beautiful is a pick
Beautiful Vibe. Sorry.
Beautiful Vibe is one that you've already chosen, and I've chosen Blade Runner.
Nice.
For
it
a
is
beautiful game.
Yeah,
because
nice
it is.
show.
It's an absolutely beautiful game. It's already been described by you. It's a detective. It's the future. There's fake
I didn't describe it. I
animals.
just started yelling at everyone and telling them I was disappointed in them.
It's the rain. It's the streets.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
shadows and smoke. It's a crowded city and wet and dark and glowing and sad. It's all of those things. And the choices you make matter. But they redid this game and redid the graphics. And I've heard things about it that maybe it's not the most amazing thing in the world. But I find this game is absolutely beautiful just the way it is. And it's not my recommendation, but I have a few runners up for beautiful games. Sam and Max, instead of chaotic, I put it here. It is so cartoon-like to me. It follows the freelance police. They're Sam and Max. They travel across America looking for a missing Bigfoot and a giraffe-necked woman and I think she was escaped from a carnival show. So that's a very, very beautiful game. Loom is a beautiful way too. It's with Bob and Threadbare, and there's magical musical drafts and chaos and all that sort of thing. But that's not my recommendation. Mm-hmm. So Escape from Monkey Island, which is another beautiful game. I think it was quite pretty. It was a quick game, but I really like the art style in it. It was very cartoon-like. But that is not my recommendation. So my recommendation for all of you is now Red Dead Redemption 2 because it is the most beautiful game I've ever played in my life. And in this game, you're following Arthur Morgan, and he's an outlaw. That's what they're called.
Nice.
And the Vanderlyn gang in 1899. So right, almost kind of at the end of the Old West as you'd know it, like as far as TV would show you and stuff. And they're running from the law and kind of, well, Dutch he doesn't always have the best judgment, so things kind of go in directions you don't always want them to, even though he's the guy that is supposed to have the judgment. But we'll get into that on the episode where we talk about it. Right now I'm talking about the beauty, and I have gotten my dad to play this game and Steve to play this game and my kid who's now played it like 4 times over, and we just ride around on the horse and look at the scenery.
That was so King of the Hill of you.
We just ride around on the horse, and propane accessories.
Man.
Yeah, and you watch the sun go down and the sun come up and the weather systems change, and it's on the horse.
Riding around
riding
on
my
the horse.
Oh, the memes for that are hilarious. The riding my horse memes for Arthur are so good.
Has anybody out there bought strawberries and they're sold by Driscoll's? And you look at it and you're like, oh, damn old Driscoll boys.
He sent me a picture of that, and I was like, yeah, we have that kind of strawberry here. He's like, Anna, I'm trying to make a joke here.
Show it to Jacob.
Yeah. But no, I've never played a game like it before. It is an adventure game. And you know what? If you're tired of just hitting buttons all the time, sit back and enjoy the story, or sit around the fire and sing along with your friends, and, just play it.
But also get up and walk around so you can hear Sean having sex with that girl, and then she gets she laughs at him, and Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's all good stuff. So that's beautiful.
It changes in your ear. Like if you walk by and she's singing on your left, you hear it on your left. And then if you walk by, it's on your right or in both. Like everything you do connects with everything you do. It's very immersive. I mean, maybe that's a normal thing. I don't play a lot of adventure or modern any kind of games. But to me, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't either. I mean, I'm inclined to think it is unique because everybody. All the normal gamers that play all the games, they all hold this in reverence too. So I'm pretty sure it is just exceptional. Okay, for beautiful, I picked Thimbleweed Park because it is. Fuck you guys, it is. Sorry about that. that was uncalled for. I was on the offense there because I've been bringing this up every episode, but it is. I've been wanting to put Thimbleweed Park since the first one. I'm like, it's so cozy, and then I wanted to put it for the detective-y one, and then I wanted to put it for spooky but inviting because it's all of these things, people. It's cozy, it's spooky but inviting, it's detective, it's not really storybook or sci-fi. It's a lot of these things. Ransom is chaotic. Anyway, I slotted it into beautiful because it's absolutely beautiful. Mm-hmm. What's it about? Well, it's funny you should ask. It's about 2 federal agents who arrive in a forgotten town to investigate a body that no one seems especially concerned about. What begins as a murder mystery becomes a strange, funny, melancholy look at memory, nostalgia, and the hidden machinery behind old adventure games. The other one I picked, the recommendation, because I do recommend Thimbleweed Park if you haven't played it, Steven. But if otherwise, I'll recommend a Golden Wake because the Golden Wake is beautiful in a different way. Okay, first of all, it's beautiful because it's delicious pinky art, it's pixel art, man. But it's a beautiful story. It's like, okay, Anna doesn't know this, but the beautiful category was originally beautifully sad. Mm-hmm. And I took the sad part off and sent it to Anna, but I didn't take it off for mine. So I ended up picking something beautifully sad because that was the original whatever. But
that is different.
Yeah, quite different. And Golden Wake has this sadness to it that is beautiful.
I need to play that too. I'm going to put that on the list. That's another one I haven't.
That will be fun because I'm really curious, like, if... I don't know. I seem to be kind of alone on the Golden Wake thing, so I'd be really curious what you got out of it. But there's something about like humanity and grace, and well, I'll just read the thing. Alfie Banks heads to 1920s Florida, chasing fortune during the Great Land Boom, hoping to become one of the men who made it. His story becomes a bittersweet portrait of ambition, compromise, and the quiet tragedy of a dream that never fully arrives.
Aww.
Right? So sad and beautiful. It's like the kind of beauty that makes you feel at peace with your own failures because you're reminded that it happens to everybody. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Well said.
Thanks. I shouldn't say any more things, and we should
No,
just don't do a
that's
murder.
perfect. Episode over. You can turn it off now.
Okay, but if you didn't, number 8.
Yeah. World. Are we at number 8?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, right,
on.
because
How
you didn't
I-
do numbers. You're doing great.
Yeah.
You've listed beautiful stuff, and now the next one is The World Feels Alive.
Oh, I still have the World Feels Alive, Dream Logic, Grand Adventure. That's,
Yeah.
That's okay.
We're
Good?
in sync. Hell yeah.
Okay, good. So for World Feels Alive, I have chosen, now here's a shocker because I've never talked about this, Quest for Glory as a series.
Nice.
Yeah.
Again, you had restraint too. I only made it to 7 before Thimbleweed Park came out. You made it to 8, so.
It's true. So Quest for Glory, since you've never heard of it, dear listener, is Sierra's adventure RPG series about a customizable hero who travels through myth-inspired lands. So we have a few places. We've got our Spielberg, Shapir, Tarna, Mordavia, and Silmaria, and dealing with all sorts of things like brigands and magic and gods and dragons and just reoccurring characters that come all the way through the game. So that is my answer. And now my suggestion for you is quickly, for one, take your time and play through the Quest for Glory series once as each character and carry your character through to the ends. Okay? So do your wizard, your thief, your magic user. So after you're done all of that, it shouldn't take you too long. You can go on to my recommendation, which is Hero U Rogue to Redemption, made by, shocker, Laurie and Corey Cole. So it does have that direct Sierra bloodline, but instead it's a separate, it's its own story. You're following Sean O'Connor, who's a rogue that's sent to the university after failing a whole Thieves Guild test. And so he gets to train and explore, and I think it's over like 45 or 50 days. And It can go, it's not like super fast immediately at the beginning, but once you get to about day 25 or 30, it really starts ramping up and everything starts pulling together. And I really think you should go out and play it, please.
Yeah.
Right now. Go ahead. I'll wait while you pick it up. It's
Yeah,
okay.
and then play Hero U Summer Days, and some of my music's in that one.
That's right.
And then let me know how it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so really good shouts there. Damn it, that's the third. Okay, whatever. The World Feels Alive pick. This was a little harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought a bunch of games would jump out at me for this, and it wasn't really the case. I didn't pick Police Quest, but I still sometimes feel like that might. Police Quest and Space Quest 4 really have this World Alive vibe for me. I don't know why I didn't pick either of those. Instead, I picked The Adventures of Willie Beamish. Because it still does, right? Willie's a mischievous little rapscallion trying to survive school, chores, parents, bullies, babysitters, in a town full of corrupt adults and carbon chaos. Sounds more like the bloody current political climate, am I right? Stay out of politics. Sorry. Together, they investigate hauntings in Elderberry, Colorado, where comedy, death, friendship, and... Oh, wait, no, that's my game.
That's true. I've heard of that.
Man, well, stay tuned for the recommendation. But meanwhile, Willie is fucking, he's in Frumpton, and it's like, it feels like a whole childhood has been turned into an adventure game.
Right.
But a particularly tumultuous but exciting and challenging childhood. And then I recommend my game because I set out to make a game that had a world that felt alive, and whether or not I hit the mark on that, you could let me know. But that was one of my goals. So the world feeling alive is really important to me, and as it turned out, it didn't seem to. It's still not that represented in adventure games. So Phantom Pose, I tried to do that. It's especially apparent if you travel around the game.
Yeah.
Which less people do than I would have ever thought, right? A lot of people just have their eye on the prize, like, I'm just going to beat this game and get to the end. It's like we all kind of can't help that. But in between puzzles or whatever, like throughout the days, if you hop in the car and travel to previous locations, it all weaves together quite intentionally. Phantom Fellows is about Oliver Cobblestone, a living paranormal investigator who works alongside Engelbert Picklebender, who is the ghost that only he can see. It's the only ghost he can see and communicate with. Together they investigate hauntings in Elderberry, Colorado, where comedy, death, friendship, and unfinished business all rattle around familiar walls. I don't know what the familiar walls... Do you want to do something with that sexually at the end there? I set it up for you. rattling around old walls, kind of knocking
Yeah,
out the
you know
cobwebs.
what? There's only one setting and it's constantly on. You don't want one of those ones that are just like on and off, on and off. It's very inconsistent.
Oh wow, man! You turned that into advice.
Yeah.
That was
no problem.
masterful.
I got you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna fly into dream logic and the slightly surreal
Somebody
world.
listening to this on the way home is like, I'm gonna stop and get some AA batteries. Actually.
Exactly. I got you. I'm there for you. Don't write me about it. So my pick for dream logic and surreal game, my real actual pick, I'm going to give you my joke pick first, actually. Okay. My jokey pick is less manly. And so this game, there's two of them, but essentially he has Search for the King. There's like an Elvis contest and he's trying to win it. The other one is he goes to LA and he's trying to find his missing friend Helmut Bean and LaFonda Turner. And they're just, it's absolutely dream logic surreal. And I pick it because you literally pluck somebody's dream from their thought bubble as an inventory item.
Very good. This is so jokey. It's so jokey. It's too good to laugh at kind of jokey.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The game uses dream logic.
Yeah. Like literally, but my real pick, not my pick for you, but my real pick is Sanitarium.
Me too. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, very much. It follows Max, although we don't really know a lot about Max. He's some guy with amnesia, and he ends up in an asylum after having this car crash that you kind of get in flashbacks. And he ends up traveling through all of these different worlds, and throughout them you uncover the truth about who he is, his research, the death in his family, and suppressions for cures, and just all this absolute madness. And the whole game is a freaking dream. Like at some points you're a little girl, at other points you're in your childhood home with like the sepia tone. It's way out there. But
fun fact, you can play it up to 3 times and still never know his name is Max. That
is true, technically.
That was shocking when you said that. Like, oh, really? Because it's weird because it is quite a character study on him. But I guess I can hear the little ghost voices saying Max when he's like trying to come from his anesthesia.
Yeah.
Or not anesthesia, it's coma.
It's coma. But my recommendation for you is The Dream Machine, which is a beautiful claymation game, and it follows the character's name is Victor Neff, and him and his wife, they just got married and they move into their house. These are like creatures, they're not like humans, but anyways, he finds these hidden cameras all in his apartment building, and he discovers through that a machine that enters dreams, and he travels into other tenants' dreams worlds to shut the whole system down. And it's divided up into chapters, so even just go get the first chapter, but they have used some of the strangest things. It's all built by hand. There's clay, there's cardboard, they even use broccoli. Like, this game is an absolute trip, and there's no more surreal game than this out there.
Yeah, it's my favorite game with broccoli in it.
Yeah.
By far.
Absolutely.
Good. Excuse me. Good shouts. Really, damn it. Hate me when I say that.
It's like the 6th time now. So.
Yeah, it starts to snowball. Like, it really gets stuck in this whatever thing. Sorry.
It's one of your things. You say that, and then you automatically say Thimbleweed Park, and then you can move on with the podcast. You just need to get it out.
Dream Logic Surreal, right. So my Dream Logic Surreal vibe, oh, right, it was also Sanitarium. Okay, but I'm going to read my little thing, because I like my little things. After a car crash, an amnesiac man, see, instead of Max, weird, he wakes up in an asylum and descends through a series of disturbing worlds that may be memories, hallucinations, or something worse. It's a psychological horror journey where every chapter feels like another locked room in a broken mind. That's why I wanted to read it, was for that last sentence. The end. So that's that. And then the next one was Bad Mojo.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just watched the Game Grumps play Bad Mojo. Have you seen them play it? Go watch that. Like, if you're not going to play it, go watch them play it. It's hilarious.
I bet you this one's like a hard game to play, too. It was in that era.
Yeah. It's very much, like, I can see now why I never got very far in it, watching them play it.
This is a cheap pick of mine because I did play it as a kid, but it's that same, like, technical thing, right? I definitely technically played it, and I don't remember it except for... I just muted myself to cough, that it's really weird. But here's what it's about. It's about a crooked entomologist who is transformed into a cockroach and forced to crawl through the filthy underworld of his own apartment building, which is gross. It's a grotesque, inventive, and strangely hypnotic. I think I just read stuff wrong. It's a lot of things in the like those other things I said. Something bug-sized nightmare.
Right.
So, and as I'm saying this, I remember it is on GOG, so they probably got a wrapper and it's easy to play. So.
And the cutscenes are FMV for those that are into that too.
Right. Did anybody out there play Normality back in the day? Normality is like a weird, ugly, early 3D adventure game, and I played it as a kid, and it was it's my memory of a game crashing and never getting past it. And I, to this day, I've never finished
frustrating.
it. Yeah.
I never even heard of it till recently, but the game is so 90s. It's like, whoa, way out there. It is,
right, yeah. Everything's extreme.
So extreme, radical, tubular.
We must... Reaganomics. It must... I don't know. We must have got this game with bad mojo, because like the two Trojan horse each other in conversation. Like I always associate... We must have... Yeah. Same trip to Babbage's kind of thing. But anyway, that's a weird game, and you can play it if you want to.
Right.
Finally, and then we're done. We're almost done. This wasn't that long. Is numbered a Grand Adventure Vibe.
Right. So my pick for me, when I think I'm going on a grand adventure, I pull out the Space Quest series right from the beginning. I'm going to follow with Roger Wilco. He's a janitor that stumbles into danger, survives through luck and dumb courage, fights villains, aliens, corporations, time travel, and, of course, sludge faux hall. So that, when you sit down and play like this, you're going on an adventure whether you want to or not. But, like, literally the whole time you're a dude with a mop. So, anyways, it's like a funny space opera.
Nice.
So, yeah. But my choice for you, lovely, lovely people, is I'm going to suggest Mage's Initiation, because it is a love letter to grand adventures to me. There's trials and danger and magic and anyways, okay, you've got dark. I've never known how to pronounce it. It's a D and then an apostrophe ARC, but I sound mean if I go dark. That doesn't sound very nice. Dark. Anyways, a young magic student in Ellawold who must complete 3 dangerous quests tied to his chosen elemental class, which you get to pick at the beginning of the game. And the whole time he's uncovering larger threats involving prophecy and corruption and the fate of the whole kingdom. And if that's not a grand adventure, I don't know what is.
I'll tell you what is. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis is bloody a grand adventure. That was my pick.
What? No, yeah. That's a very logical pick. Yes. Good job, Paul.
Thanks. I feel like it's the, once again, I feel like the one that I chose is the one that I would have chosen. Mm-hmm. Is what I'm trying to say. Like if I was to pick one, I would pick what I just said. That guy was onto something with this.
He knows what he's talking about.
It was Indiana Jones races the Nazis to uncover the lost city of Atlantis, right? And the mysterious powers that destroyed it. If I just interject things with saying right, then it makes it conversational, right?
Right.
It's a pulp adventure at full strength. Ancient ruins, secret artifacts, global travel, danger, wit, and the feeling that history is still hiding something enormous. And it's all of those things. And it honestly really captures, more authentically, it really does a great job of capturing the sense of grand adventure because it keeps moving. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking about that when I was picking, this. As we do, looking at all the pictures of all the games we played, looking at boxes, whatever, trying to drum up ideas, and as I was applying the metric of grand adventure to a lot of games, a lot of them fell short just because they stay in the same place. And I'm not saying you can't have a grand adventure in a more, confined area. Like you can. I'm sure there's examples I can't think of right now on the fly, but what really sells the grand adventure narrative to me is like the globe-trotting aspect of it. Mm-hmm. And that's where I really hadn't thought of Space Quest in that sense. That's a really good call because that is universe trotting. It's the same idea. You're constantly bouncing around.
Like you were literally traveling all of time and space.
Yes.
It's an adventure, all right.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have any rustic leather satchels or anything, but time travel.
Well, Red Dead 2 fits with grand adventure too.
Yes. It does, yeah. There's definitely the spirit of Indiana in that game for sure.
Yeah. Or Dragon's Age Origins, just so you know.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Anna. That's enough.
The last thing that we'll not ever. Geez, I was scared. The last thing we're gonna say in this for now is I'm gonna say Gold Rush is what I'm recommending, because if you haven't played it yet, I'm not gonna stop. You got to play that. It's the most important. No, actually, play my game. Play Phantom Falls. But it's the second most recommended game that you need to play is Gold Rush, because it is a grand adventure. Again, it's got this grandiosity behind it of traveling across the country from Brooklyn to California, and adventure ensues.
Excellent.
There's donkeys.
There is donkeys.
So.
Stubborn-ass donkeys.
And gold.
Yep. Those are all the things. Donkeys and gold, I'm sold.
Right. Nice. Yeah.
It's it. Okay, so that was it. That wasn't painful at all. I have a few things I want to talk about before the end of the episode, if you guys don't mind. For one, we have a response to our last episode, which is top 10 houses in adventure games, from Chad Armstrong on Patreon. And he says, the first few minutes really do pose some interesting ideas about the housing situation in Daventry. Not much for houses besides the woodcutter's rough cabin, but did Graham later share the wealth from the magic test, or was it all for naught after the dragon ravaged the countryside in King's Quest III? Thoughts?
That's a good point. Where are people sleeping?
Yeah. Where are they all? And how do you run a kingdom without enough of a population? And if you get the population, do they all have to build their own houses?
Right. Yeah, like what if the whole kingdom is just like a giant participation award to themselves? Mm-hmm. They're just like...
That's great. It's literally what it is. So thank you. I appreciate it. We always like the comments, and even if we don't always respond, we always talk about it and laugh about it. So
this was a good idea that you just done.
Thanks.
Bring the comment on the thing, and then we say stuff about it. That's smart.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. So, the other thing I want to say is, hey, if you're interested seeing Paul and I live, we are going to be at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo in October. We're going to be in and around doing some panels. There's going to be a Sierra Museum and a whole bunch of names that we'll be announcing soon. It's going to be a whole time. The whole weekend is going to be all Sierra all the time.
It's a bloody who's who.
Get excited. You really need to get excited right now. Get excited.
Yeah,
this is the first time I'm announcing this anywhere. So
right, giving everybody like performance anxiety though. It's like
yeah. No, this is you should all be very intimidated right now by the guest list. Everything about this should be it's good. No, it's all filled with love and nerds. So it'll be a great time, and we'll be there, and the kids will be there, and the whole fandamlies and stuff. So we'd love to see your family, and hopefully ours won't annoy you too much either.
That gave me a violent craving for Nerds gummy clusters. Hey, now there's a lawnmower outside of my house now.
Oh, did you see the lawsuit on that?
No.
They're currently under a huge lawsuit in North America for having like arsenic in the gummy cluster. It's specifically Nerd gummy clusters that's in the lawsuit.
No.
They've changed the recipe now.
Oh, all right, damn it.
You'll be okay. You can still eat them.
Will I? I mean, I've
you can claim for the ones you ate before, because you'll get money back for that.
Cool. They'll send me a check for 18 cents or something at the end of it. That sounds...
Usually $20 to $50 for most of those. American, so...
Nice.
Substantial. Yeah, for real. Okay, and do you have anything you want to say before I start shouting out all the amazing people that make this show happen?
No, but yes. Okay. Please leave a review for the podcast, and also please leave a review for the Phantom Fellows. Yeah, just please. I could use some reviews, and I would deeply appreciate it. They're so unbelievably useful. It's like giving an addict heroin. No, yeah. I don't want to frame it that way. It's man, that was the worst. Well, I already said it. I know future me's not editing it, but so just maybe probably still leave a review for me though, if you don't mind. And then and also thank you very much to our Patreons. I don't know how to handle my end of the thank you, so I'm just getting ahead of Anna and saying thank you. I love you guys with real, actual love, And I'm also going to mute myself now because there's a hair blow dryer. What? There's a a lawn cutter. There's a thing that's making my grass shorter outside.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's been happening here too. It's a thing.
okay, and
So,
I'm
yes.
still here voyeuristically listening. So okay, good luck. Do your thing.
Thank you so much for your support on the show. That's Brian and Mick, Tim and Gareth, Chapman,
Woo,
Christopher, Yanis. Oh yeah, and we have Nonaton is now a super fan and perhaps was before, but it didn't come up here. But thank you to you and all of the other on every tier, all the way down to people that are just participating for free because it shows that you care. And if you care, we care. So it's
join
good
for free.
everybody.
Fucking press. It's so good for our self-esteem. Just even
Yeah.
if it's free. So okay, I'm gonna go back on mute. You're doing great.
Okay, awesome. So otherwise, yes, check us out. We're on Facebook. We're a page in the group, the Classic Gamers Guild. Send us an email, don'tdoamurder@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at Classic CGG Guild. And the Phantom Fellows, that would be Paul and or me. We're all
I don't think
there
either of
somewhere.
those Twitters were right, by the way. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not looking at the page.
You're like the classic CGG some shit. The fucking.
Here, I'm going to look at the paper now because I haven't memorized this. So, yeah, say hi, I guess. It's Twitter at CGG Podcast. Hey, that was right. And at the Phantom Fellows. That was right.
I don't
And
think
Blue
there's a
Sky
the.
and
There's
the
definitely.
Phantom Fellows. Oh, I always put in the. Send us your words. I did say that. Don't do a murder at gmail.com. Join Patreon at Patreon, Classic Gamers Guild. We're also on Instagram and YouTube. Hey, you know what? People sometimes watch us on YouTube and even leave a comment. And there's a few of you that have been doing that recently. And I really appreciate it.
Me too.
And everybody else. Yeah, Paul does when I tell him about it later on. So,
Oh, am I?
yeah.
Is this the? Okay. Don't do a murder.
Cute.
Okay.
See, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was really good, actually. I think that was maybe one of the better ones. I mean, in our defense, I think our last few episodes have been really good.
Your choices were so spot on, though. I mean, especially the ones that aligned with mine. But for real, I really appreciated your choices.
Okay, but I liked your choices.
Oh, well, you know, I learned from the best.
Man, we are making us sick.
I know, it's terrible. I love it.